Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, well, first of all, I hope you all had a really lovely Christmas and Boxing Day. I did have a very nice, fun, but also chilled Christmas, which I really enjoyed. But yeah, I've got three New Year's Eve looks planned out. So today's gonna be the first one. And when I thought of looks I wanted to do, I definitely wanted one to incorporate the Silk Naturals Minute Eyeshadow Oil Slick, because it's a beautiful shade and definitely is a party shade. You know, it's the kind of black or grey kind of undertone with all the sparkle running through it in different shades, kind of many purples and blues, but there are a few other ones in there, and I just thought actually that's a beautiful party look. But I want to do something a look I haven't done that recently, so I want to do like kind of more of a smoked out winged line effect using it and make it quite simple with the eyes, and then probably a nude lip, to be honest. But yeah, so if you're interested then please keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to start with the face. I'm going to take my Milk Hydro Grip Primer, take a pump of that. Then for foundation, I'm taking the Ordinary Serum Foundation in Very Fair Neutral. If you didn't see my festive Q&A, I did mention that until I can pick up some more of the Hint Beauty concealer, I'm just going to use that as concealer and then use up this foundation as it is in my drawer. So I can just use it up and then it's done with. And then if I do use it up and I still can't get hold of the Hint Beauty concealer, I'll try out one of your recommendations. So for now, this is going to be my foundation of a choice. And like I said, just limit the Hint Beauty concealer for concealer purposes, because it is my favourite and I don't actually want to run out. So now obviously I'm going to go ahead and use my Hint Beauty concealer to conceal where I need to. Then go ahead and just setting everything. So I'm actually going to go with the Alima Pure Bronzer Stay in shade Maracaibo, because I stupidly did bring my new Lily Lolo Sculpt and Glow kit. So I'm going to end up running out of the other one quite quickly, so I'm going to try and limit myself. But this is a beautiful bronzer. It's just very light on the skin and you can really kind of build it up to how you like it. And it just looks so smooth on the skin as well. I'm not going to bring it around my forehead like I usually do because there's just no point with my fringe. Let me know if you've got any kind of New Year's Eve planned. Like I said before, I've potentially got my grandparents plus my sister and husband coming round, potentially. But we won't do anything crazy. We're not going to go out anywhere. We'll just be in, eating, drinking, games. Yeah, and I always like to watch Jules Holland as well, leading up to midnight, because it's just really fun music and it's a nice show to watch as well, so it's quite a nice thing to do. But yeah, nothing like major, like big party plans or anything like that. I don't really like to party on New Year's Eve. I always find it's a bit anticlimactic. And yeah, I just rather be at home and just have fun at home. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in with this brusher from Nip and Fab. But yeah, let me know if you do have any plans. So I'm gonna take the Champagne Illuminator for today's look and use this as my glow. Something I did notice the other day, so on Christmas Day I wore Pink Diamond Crush, which is the one from Ether Beauty highlighter, which is the one I said I prefer for the everyday look. And it is really beautiful, but I did notice in the sunlight that there is a bit more shimmer than you might think there is. So when I was doing the first impressions, it just looked like there was a little bit of shimmer. It looked more like a sheen, whereas Pure Diamond looked very shimmery on the skin. It was a bit more intense. And actually I did notice going out in the light there is a bit more shimmer to Pink Diamond than you may think. So that's just something to bear in mind. I still think it's a very pretty one, but when I was filming it, it looked different, much different to how it looked in the room as opposed to outside in terms of the shimmeriness. So that's just something to bear in mind. It's not quite the same as the Lily Lolo, where it's like very lit from within, as I first thought. It actually does have a bit more shimmer than I actually first realised, but it's only when it hits like pure sunlight and things like that. So Okay, so like I said, I want to do some kind of smoky winged out liner type effect with shadow and add that glittery one on top. But to map out, I'm going to go with the black eyeshadow first. I'm going to take Lily Lolo Witchy Poo Mineral Eyeshadow to begin with. I'm going to use this to kind of, yeah, like I said, map out like the shape of the wing and kind of how I want things to be positioned on the eyes. So I'm going to take it on. Oh. It's actually an eyebrow brush, but I'm just going to use it for this purposes. And I'm not going to take this wet because I don't necessarily need it to be like super intense. It is more just to map out where things are going. So just literally take any black eyeshadow you want to. I mean, you could use an eye pencil, but because I want that more of a smoky effect, I just prefer to use shadow. And I find it easier to do winged looks with shadows anyway. So start with this eye. I'm just going to map out kind of what I want to do. See, I don't know what it is, I just find it so much easier to work with the shadow when creating a wing, as opposed to, I find felt tip pens, they can, it depends on the type of like nib, it can either wibble too much or it's like too hard and rough on the eyes and you know, it gets caught on like the wrinkles of your skin on your eyelids. And then a black pencil, I always find you have to keep on sharpening them because they work quite well for like smudging out, but you have to keep sharpening them to get them sharp just to get the kind of precise look if you want a precise look, whereas I just find eyeshadows so much easier. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take some pressed powder, and because I'm not putting any eyeshadow in the crease but I have put primer there, I actually do want to set that area just to make sure there's no creasing. If you're obviously going with shadow like I normally would through the crease, it's fine because that sets it, but just if you're not going to put anything there, I would definitely recommend doing that. Okay, now to turn it a bit more into a party look, I'm going to add Oil Slick from Silk Naturals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop some into the lid. Oh, it's quite a lot. And I'm going to use the exact same brush, and what I am going to do is I am going to wet it because I do want that slight more intensity of the colour on the winged part as opposed to the black. So I really want the kind of shimmers to show through and stuff like that. So I'm going to spray it. I've got this here. This is just filled with water. It doesn't have any actual setting spray in. I'm just going to wet that. And then just go over this wing liner. I was going to take my time with this just to make sure I get like the real intensity going and that I don't make too much of a mess, because with this, particularly with this Oil Slick shade, you can get a lot of fallout. So it may have been better for me to have done my base last, but just need to be careful, and I can just slowly, like slightly wipe away any excess I need to. I didn't actually like the drama of the wings. I think I made them too thick and it started to not suit my eye shape. And so as you can see, I've taken them off and tried to tidy up a little bit. I just need to go in with my bronzer brush quickly and just fix any discoloration I've now got here. So I took some of that off. And what I am going to do is take some bronzer and just whack it through the crease, because now I've got a slight grey cast from where I've tried to take off the wing with concealer, and it kind of, yeah, did ruin it slightly. Make sure the glittery effect is prominent on the eyes. Yeah, see, I think sometimes keeping it quite simple is actually better. So I actually really like how this now looks. So I am going to add some mascara and really load up my upper lashes. I'm going to keep the lower lash line bare for this look, I think. And just really load up these upper lashes. This is my Lily Lolo Big Lash Mascara. I'm just going to take some Pure Diamond from Ether Beauty and just use that as like an inner corner highlight. So I'm just brushing over my lips with any excess kind of foundation that I've got on the brush, and then to top it off I'm going to go my Lily Lolo lip gloss in Whisper. Okay, that is this look complete. So I did kind of want it to be a bit more bolder than what it's actually turned out with. Like I said before, I wanted to do quite winged out with the eyes and really show off the glitter from that mineral eyeshadow. But it was just not looking great, and it didn't really, I don't think it suited my eye shape particularly. So it's something a bit more subtle, but it's still got the funness because it's got, yeah, like I said, the glitter on the kind of eyes. It's a winged liner effect still. And yeah, maybe just something a bit more simpler if someone doesn't like going over the top with their makeup but just wants to add a little bit of something. I think actually it's still very pretty. The other two New Year's Eve looks I have got planned are much more intense on the eyes. If you do prefer more intense kind of eye look, then you might enjoy the next two. Whereas if you're someone who likes it kind of a pop of something but not too over the top, then actually this one I think works quite well for someone like that. Like I said, I did originally want it to be a bit more winged out, a bit more bolder, but it just wasn't suiting me and it was looking a bit bad and messy. So I'm kind of glad I changed it last minute. So yeah, a slightly more toned down New Year's Eve look, but the next two, like I said, definitely more intense kind of eye looks that I've got going for it. So I really hope you did enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave any requests for future videos down below, and hopefully I'll see you for my next New Year's Eve makeup look.